Nova. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Janet Harley here with Faith in an Ever Changing World, Encouragement and Hope Faith Story. And I am so proud to have with me this morning my dear friend, Karen Abercrombie. Karen is an award winning actress, singer songwriter, a Parents' Choice award winning storyteller, and an accomplished filmmaker. She is also an avid environmentalist and a passionate women's advocate. Karen is currently playing a recurring role, Miss Virginia, on Oprah Oprah Winfrey's network's new TV show, Delilah. Her most recent film projects include Discarded Things, a film that she co-wrote, produced, and starred in. It's a wonderful film. I have seen it, so I encourage you, please watch this film. Very moving. The film has garnered numerous awards at film festivals in the U.S. as well as international film festivals around the world. To date, this picture has been nominated 12 times, won 3 Best Picture awards, 3 Best Supporting Actor awards, and Karen has won 4 Best Actress awards for her performance in the film. In 2015, Karen received a Best Actress award for her portrayal of the 80-year-old prayer warrior Miss Clara in the Kendrick Brothers film War Room. And I see that she has been taken off the stream right now. But I know that Karen has a lot that the Lord has put on her heart to share with us, not only in her faith story, but in how God is working in her life. So we're hoping that she is going to join us back in just a few minutes. I had this problem with one other guest. I think it was Cameron Arnett, and he was able to get back on. So hopefully she is going to be back with us soon. I've known Karen now for a few years and gotten to know her personally. And she is a beautiful woman of God and has so much love in her. The love of God that she shares with other people. And I see that she is back with us. Bless you, you are back.
Yes, I ran to get my other computer. Not sure what happened. It just died.
Yeah,
So
well, that's all right. You're back now. So I
let's
was
see if we can
just,
get some more light on the subject.
whoop, maybe the other way. There we go.
Okay.
That's better. Yes. Awesome, Karen. I was just telling people that I've known you now for a few years and have gotten to know you personally, and what a beautiful woman of God you are, and that I know that you want to share some things that He's put on your heart, maybe how He's working in your life, in your faith story.
It's interesting, and not sure exactly what happened just now. Whether it was just technical, we've got a little rain here, or the adversary trying to stop. But
Yes,
the truth is, nothing can be stopped that the Lord has put in motion. So be
absolutely.
encouraged, all of my sisters and brothers, or whoever's watching right now. Just take a deep breath, come back, and go back well intentioned to do
Absolutely.
whatever it was you were doing in Jesus' name. God has been working with me in amazing ways. You know, I in my 60s now, and I used to, when I was living out in Hollywood, be so concerned about growing old out there and not having a name and having a break that would do it all for me. But you know what? When I moved away and moved to a tiny little town where I live now, uh, my mind changed. I made space for him to come and do what it was he wanted to do with me from the moment he purposed me
Right.
here. And I'm telling you, my sister, I am busier now than I have ever been. I audition as I choose to. I turn things down. I refuse to take junk and yucky
Mm-hmm.
projects where everybody's cursing and not wearing the clothes,
Yes.
and
Yes.
if you can't tell a story without all that, guys, you're just in the
You have
wrong
to
business as
honor the
far as I'm
Lord.
concerned. But I formed my own film production company because I had, after the success of playing Miss Clara, everybody wanted me to play their grandmother. And so those were
Yeah.
the only roles I was getting offered, their version of a grandmother. So
Mm-hmm.
it spawned something in me where I said, okay, I love to work. I'm going to use everything I've been given, but I'm going to have to take some control here and trust you, Lord, to guide me. So then I formed my own media company, Earth Mother Entertainment. And our
Mm-hmm.
very first project to come out, we got it out there. Even with COVID, we're winning
Yes.
awards and festivals around the world. And
Mm.
God, continues to just blow my mind. So
Yeah.
maybe that will encourage some of you out there, no matter what it looks like, no matter what is stopped. Things are so seemingly abnormal. Maybe we're getting better uh, because we're getting back to the basics
Mm-hmm.
where we realize we need each other. God
Yes.
knew what he was doing when he created more than one person, more
Yes.
than one culture. We need each other. And
Right.
this is one way we're certainly coming together to do it, outside of the hate and um, the distractions that some negative forces are just, trying to tear us apart with all of the
Right.
racial strife and all of the garbage. Uh, we're here for one another. We're here to help one another. We need each other. And I think that that's a beautiful thing. Cameron Arnett, I know he was on your show recently, and so was the amazing Candace
Candace.
Kirkpatrick. The three of us are on a project that I created, a television pilot. We're in the process of trying to sell right now, called Angels Unaware. It is off the chain and
Mm.
it is amazing. And I'm just really excited about working with both of those individuals. They're
Right.
incredible talents who both stepped away from Hollywood
Mm-hmm.
for good reasons. They didn't want to become a part of the junk, the muck, the
Right.
mire that is continuously manufactured there,
Right. Mm-hmm.
So just excited about that. And it's not easy turning things away.
Right.
Uh, but you have to stick to your guns and see what God does.
Yes.
And
Yes.
his way is always the best
The
way.
best. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And if we obey
Yes.
him, he will bless us.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And I'm just seeing it over and over again. Now, my son, I have one child, and
Yeah.
I'm married. My husband's out on the coast fishing right now. Um, my son married his fiance a couple of days ago. And
Oh,
they did
congratulations.
something really quickly because of COVID. They're out of
Mm.
state, and so we're planning to do a bigger thing down the road. But they wanted to go ahead and get married, and our blessings were with them. God's
Yes.
blessings were with them, honey. God brought them together. They
Oh,
are both good human beings. They um, both fully formed people, but they've come together and they complement each other. instead of, a lot of people get together to um, feel like they're complete when they're with someone. No, they're together. They complement each other
Mm,
very well. So
wonderful.
my sister
Soulmate.
is like Martha Stewart, and together we're just planning um, uh, all sorts of wonderful things. Also, her family is out of the country, so they couldn't be here either. So
Okay.
hopefully COVID lets up, and
Yes.
then we can all get together. But we're gonna do something nice in the near future, and then we'll go to my daughter-in-law's country and do something nice there as well. But it reminded me
Hmm.
that what we've done with the whole marriage thing, we've turned it into a circus. A
Right.
lot of people, they spend so much money on the clothing and the food and
Hmm.
it becomes a three-ring circus, so
Yeah.
much so that the people that are getting married because they love each other, they're stressed to the hilt.
Right.
And then when it's all over, the cost
Yeah.
of this affair is stressful for two people to walk into too. And many times young people are coming out of college debt,
Hmm.
so they have all of this to
Yes.
add it to it. So all of this COVID, it's a time where we can learn a
Mm,
lot of important and
right.
valuable lessons if we
Mhm.
just stop and think about it. If we just get back to the basics, which reminds me, I had mentioned to you some time ago that I was going to, I don't know if it would be a podcast or maybe a little television series called Living Simply, Naturally, and Well,
Mm,
where we just share good stuff and
yes.
different ways that we can simplify our lives, eat
Absolutely.
better, connect with this incredible earth and each other, just getting back
Mm,
to the basics. So, yeah. God is just directing me to do quite a bit as well as take a lot of things off my plate.
right.
And
Right.
so that feels real good too. Just quit trying
Yes.
to do 3,000 things at one time, no matter who asks, because we are
Yeah.
human and we need to stop and take a break and smell
Right.
the flowers.
That's right. That's right. And I
Yeah.
enjoy your posts uh, on your timeline when you take a walk and you take pictures
Oh, I
of
love to.
God's creations and just
Oh,
being able to have that time to take in His beauty.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's
You know,
amazing. He
often,
offers so many riches 24/7, and we're
yeah,
so caught up in the me and the I, but he's giving us an opportunity every second, every day, every moment, every breath to
yes,
just
yeah,
stop and see what he's
yeah,
saying to us, see how
yeah,
much he loves us. Yeah.
yes, yes. And that's where we can hear Him most, I think,
Yes.
is in that quiet time when our mind is away from the busyness and our heart and mind can be open.
Yes, Janet.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything that you would like to share for those watching about faith and how it has gotten you through? I know through the filming of your movie, all the steps you had to take and things that I'm sure you had to deal with, and how you pursued and just kept going. And now it's finished and
Yes.
needing to be out in the world.
Yes. Um, uh, uh, Faith is the substance of things unseen.
Yes.
Um, but they're there,
Hmm.
where God is. He's ever present. You might not be able to visually see him, and sometimes we're so out of whack or out of alignment that we can't feel him, but he is always there.
Hmm.
In those times when we're praying and it seems like nothing's happening, there are things working in the heavenly. In the you know, I know for me there were things that I needed to work on in myself so that I could be in the proper position to receive what it is Father God was holding for me.
Right. Right.
So I've learned to just continue to perfect my craft, prepare space for the blessing,
Mm-hmm.
and continuously, like Mary said after the angel Gabriel showed up to her, I believe and I receive. And it was only then that she believed and received did she conceive.
Mm-hmm.
So there are steps. So we have to prepare along the way, get ready for this baby, get ready for this baby, be in the best possible mental, physical, spiritual shape we can be
Right.
for this baby. Do our part.
Right.
He'll meet us there. But if we're going to be slovenly, doing something halfway, well, there's no reason for him to send it to us or work it through for us if we're not going to be good caretakers of it when he sends it to us.
Right. 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 I agree. Wonderfully said there. But now getting back to Angels Unaware, have you found the right venue yet for?
We've had some interest, and I am reaching out to others. God has taught me to really get a clear picture on who he is.
Right.
We, with our small minds, we make him small, and we tend to try to make him look in so many ways like we do. But the word says his ways are higher than our ways, his thoughts higher than our thoughts. And so we have to go into a new way of living, thinking, believing, receiving, and conceiving, and not be so prepared or waiting for the small thing. Prepare space, your storehouses, for the big thing that he wants to do.
Right. Right. Oh,
so I've learned to go for the gold.
Right. Right.
Yeah. I mean, our Father, he hung the sun, the moon, and the stars.
Yep.
Is there nothing that he can't do? No.
That's right.
Come on.
Right. Yes.
I tell people, who's your daddy? Yeah, who is your daddy? So if we make space, the more space we make for him, the more he'll pour into the space.
Right.
But if we give him that tiny little thing, then he drops in what he can get in.
Yeah.
But the more we give him, the more he fills up the space.
Yes.
We have to remember that no matter what things look like. I learned this over and over again. And I'm like, oh my gosh. For example, working on an independent film called The Poet. I'm not at liberty to say too much about it, but I was thinking about someone that would be awesome in the role. And then I said, you know what? There was an Academy Award winning actress that I saw do something a couple of years ago. And I'm like enamored. The girl is amazing. I'm going to reach out to her for the part. Why wouldn't I?
That's right.
Why wouldn't I? Yeah. So I'm putting together a packet to send to her manager and talent agent right now, as a matter of fact. So
good.
Yeah, we think our God too small.
Yep.
Is what we do.
But he is so much bigger.
We can't even begin to fathom his power.
Right. He is limitless.
We don't have the ability to fathom his power.
And that space you talk about that we open up, He will fill it with the right things we need to be doing
Yes.
and for
Yes.
Him and to
Yes.
glorify Him.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Ah,
Yeah, I look back, Janet, and I reminisce and I just give praise. I break out into dancing, singing, sometimes crying, sometimes just cheering, and even a cartwheel or two as I thank him for not opening some of the doors I was
right.
pounding on, girl.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, pounding, trying to get through.
Yeah.
Because I would probably wouldn't even be alive right now.
Hmm. How about that?
Yeah,
How
but our
about that?
Father, He knows best. And
Oh, He does.
I rest in that.
Yes.
And my trust is in Him. Yes.
Absolutely. Mm.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Karen, for joining me this morning and just you're such a powerful, beautiful woman of God, and I just cherish the blessing of our friendship, and I just appreciate and love you.
Janet, I love you the more.
Mm.
And I can't wait to do some other things with you. A lot
Ah,
of people don't know that you're an amazing, not only writer, speaker, but actress. And
oh,
I just can't wait to do these things with you. And I know that a lot of what we will do is why God brought us together right now,
yes,
because
yes,
the timing is perfect for
His
us
time. That's right.
to do
That
these things.
yes,
So I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm
I'm
excited about my
excited
friend Janet.
too. Oh, I'm excited too, Karen. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. God bless you. And thank you all for joining us this morning
Yes.
and with our visit here with Karen Abercrombie. And please do. And I know that you're reaching out to churches for your film, Discarded
Oh,
Things.
yes, 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 yes. Thank you.
Yes.
The first film that we created, it's called Discarded Things. Like I said, we're winning awards across the world with this piece.
Yes.
But if by chance your church is interested in hosting an event and having me come out with the amazing Cameron Arnett
Mm.
and a few of the other actors from the movie, we can arrange that.
Yes.
And we can arrange it now. We don't know what COVID's going to do, but what we can do is if we don't get it into a theater or a church, we can go ahead and book some of the drive-ins in your area.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we know that we've got maybe a month or two uh, or 3 or 4 where people can pile into a car and watch the movie, and then
Right.
again later in the spring and during the summer,
Hmm.
if COVID is still an issue. But you can reach out to me now at
Right.
Karen, Karen, at KarenAbercrombie.com. And Abercrombie, a lot of people say Amber. You'll never
I
find
know.
me there. It's AB, as in boy, ERCROMBIE. So Karen at KarenAbercrombie.com. You can reach out to me about that. And you can find me on my website, KarenAbercrombie.com, to find out what else I'm doing too. We've got some wonderful things going on. God has his hand wide open.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
not just for me, my brothers and sisters.
Mm.
It is not just for me, my brothers and sisters.
Mm.
Yes.
Absolutely. And Karen, I'll put your website maybe in the comment section below the
Thank you,
broadcast.
darling.
Yes, I will. And so people can email you through there uh, as well. They can contact you through your
Yes.
website as well. That's wonderful. I have seen Discarded Things, powerful movie.
Thank you,
Uh,
baby.
I, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again. So thank you, Karen, again. And have faith And look
Yes.
up, friends, where
Yes.
our help comes from.
Where our help comes from.
God
The
bless.
maker of heaven and earth.
Bye
Woo! That
bye.
that mm, blows my mind every time.